Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida Atlantic's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that...
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The run to the left. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tulane's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Here's the handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pick pickup on that one. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's Sands. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever.
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. On a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads it left. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. Gets away from one, finds room. All by himself down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Snagged in the middle, it's Messer. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Barnes. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Defense might bring the house here. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Owls. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. The give from the gun. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finding open areas. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended...
He unleashes a long one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Platt. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
He smashes his way through again. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Turner. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Keeping it on the ground with a single back. Powers through the defender. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. On the run, it's Sands. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Great pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Owls racing to the line in a hurry up. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They take the lead with the 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Power ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean This could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Using his legs, it's Barnes. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Rides to back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Setting up the screen. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Green Wave needing a third down conversion as we start playing the fourth. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? That's caught. It's Sands. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. They'll try to get the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He wants to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Greenway. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Has to get there to move the sticks. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a